family? It's the dog, Miss Funky Dineva Ross, and I am serving Kandi Online realness, bitch. Yes, God, honey. This is Miss Kandi after the first escape check. Be sure to subscribe.
You get to say it from the point of view of somebody from the outside looking in. And then when people from the outside looking in, they have all these different opinions, you know, so.
Yeah, it's up to you, honey.
I'm just saying.
Okay, well, we'll talk. Well, we'll start. Well, we already got enough touchy feely stuff to talk about.
Okay.
We'll start with that. Tell us when. Or are we rolling now?
What up, y'all? You know, I am your girl Kandi, and
it's the dog, Miss Funky Dineva Ross, honey. And mine is laid like Lily Garici from the Stars of Sunset, bitch.
Well, I'm glad you decided to come by the Candy Factory today.
I'm a little stressed.
Why?
I had to come talk to you.
Oh, child. Last night was crazy.
Bitch, I tossed and turned all night, Miss Kandi.
No, you did not.
I did. My spirit wasn't right.
Okay, please tell me why your spirit wasn't right.
It just got real ratchet up in there, and I don't know why. And
Sammy, Sarah Karen and Mary Jane, this shit for real about me. I'm for real about this shit. Oh, bitch, commercial break.
Okay, it did get ratchet.
It got real ratchet.
It got real
and somebody's ass is lying. And somebody's ass is doing too much.
Tell me who's lying.
Let me back up. Is it me or you the only Grammy winning celebrity that was in there, but she had security? Like,
okay, wait. Let's let the people know who we're talking about. Okay, last night we taped the episode of Candy Coated Nights, and Funky Dineva Ross was on our panel, and we had Mary Jane from Love and Hip Hop, who is the mistress of Kirk, which talking about that alone bothers me because, you know, of course I'm friends with Rashida and Kirk, but that's a whole nother subject. Anyway, Mary Jane came to our show with her bodyguard.
Mama.
Her mama
publicist,
came. Her publicist
personal
came.
chef.
What?
The big girl with the purse. She had cheeseburgers in her purse. The one that kept saying,
"Is this a setup? Is this a setup?" Okay, you're right. She was there.
She was there.
And then, out of the blue, doggone Bambi came and she was ready to rake, you know.
No, but see, I don't think so.
You don't think she was coming there to show out on Mary Jane?
I think she was coming to be an intimidating presence, but I don't think she was coming in there to go ham or to try to fight her.
Well, as soon as Bambi came into the room, Mary Jane jumped up and started cursing and lying words.
And if you notice on any of the videos that I've seen, Bambi never said anything. Like, Mary Jane just popped off.
You're right. I think
Bambi just walked through the door.
You're right. You're right. And she just stood there.
And before you go further, I would say, to her credit, to Mary Jane's credit, I could get why her and her people would feel potentially like it was a setup, because the timing was everything. Well, but it's an internet show and we pub it on Twitter.
Yes, everybody knew. Well, excuse me. Everybody knows that we promote who the guests are for our show. We had posted the flyer for Mary Jane earlier that day. Tags, which is my boutique in Smyrna. It's open to the public. Anybody can come to Candy Coated Nights. So it's not like, you know, she had to be set up. I mean, it was open information. And Bambi has been a guest on Candy Coated Nights before, so she already knew how to get there.
Exactly.
And, you know.
And not to mention, Bambi bombed her interview on V103, and we didn't set that up. I mean.
Exactly. That had nothing to do with us.
Stop. Everybody chill out. Everybody chill out. I ain't going nowhere.
Let's get calm. I was still on the air.
In her fucking throat.
You know me. Mary Jane, please come back to now.
Tell me what you was thinking.
I was thinking, what the hell's going on here? Well, first of all, Bambi mama was in there tootsie rolling like she was a drunk old lady under a tree drinking Michelob. Before we could even get the show started, she was screaming from the back. And I'm
Mary Jane mama.
I mean, Mary Jane mama. She easily looked like she could be in the Frankie Mama D crew.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's so hard to, you know, get on the subject of people's moms because I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody's mom. But her mom was.
Her mama was real fun. Her mama had a couple Michelobs in the Benson and Hedges. Like, she was real, you know, old people go to Benson and Hedges. And but I saw that she had a Deaconess #2 dress on with the collar on. She was fly now.
You know what was so funny? point, and she seemed like she would have been so nice and
She
sweet,
did.
but she really was ready to show out on that ass.
When that Michelob, when that Michelob
She
hit
was-
you.
Anyway.
Bambi walks in, Mary Jane pops off,
Yes.
and then it's World War III. Like, honestly and truthfully, Kandi,
Yeah.
I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on. We were trying to get the audience under control. You had production trying to get the audience under control. You had both entourages going at each other.
Yes.
Then you had the whole audience pulling out camera phones, cheering and ranting and doing a Tootsie Roll. Like, it was just crazy.
Well, now let's go back to what you said a little bit earlier about you didn't understand why she had a bodyguard. I do understand why Mary Jane has a bodyguard.
Okay.
And that is because right now, with the storyline of her being this mistress to Kirk, who has been married to Rashida 10, 12 years and been together for over 15 years, I mean, clearly, people feel a certain kind of way about this subject, and people off the street want to come up and whoop her ass.
So you think somebody just see her in Kroger and Publix and just knock the hell out of her with a sub sandwich? What I saw last night and felt between Bambi and Mary Jane, very much real.
That was
very
real.
much real.
That
Very
was
much
real. They was ready to tear my
Unscripted, off the
store up.
cuff, right. I'm not so sold on this Kirk, Rashida, Mary Jane hot tub situation.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get off too much into that, but
Okay.
what I would say about this, at first I wasn't believing it, and I was feeling like, yeah, whatever. But watching that woman put her lips on Kirk, it bothered me. It bothered my spirit and my soul, and to see the other chick kiss him in his mouth, I was like, oh, it's just like, I did not know that we were interviewing her for Kandi Coated Nights.
Okay.
We was supposed to be interviewing Portia.
Okay.
From Housewives,
Okay.
because she's going through the things with her divorce,
Right.
and I wanted to see how she felt, being a woman, like, okay, how long should it take for you to move on and all this kind of stuff. I
Or how
wanted
she
to go on a
felt being
different.
homeless. Which one?
Okay, see, there you
well,
go.
I listen,
There you
I don't
go.
make the news. I just reported. Hey,
Any-
Portia. Wasn't the shelter people out here when we pulled up getting food in the soup line? Wait.
Whatever. Anyway.
From the beginning, I'm gonna own up to what I did from the beginning. I never denied it to nobody, to no blogs, to nobody. Yes, I was there. I know he was married. Yes, I knew from day one when I saw him up at the cabin. When I pulled up over there, I knew he was married. When Benzino introduced him to me, I'm like, yeah, I know who that is. I know he's married. So at all times, I knew he was a married man.
Okay.
So I own up to being in a hot tub, kissing on a married man, being in the bed, massaging him, doing whatever. I own up to it. I know what it is, but I'm not married.
So
it's okay. You fucking with somebody else.
It's not okay, but we do it every day. We got our mamas, our aunties that done did it. I'm not the first, I'm not gonna be the last. You got a couple of mamas, a couple of aunties that done been with married men. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not the first, and I'm definitely not gonna be the last. But I mean, a married man was in my motherfucking playground, so I played with him, and that's what that is.
well, here's
Now,
the
I ain't
thing.
gonna lie, I do rock with you. You don't owe his wife something he do.
Right.
Now, I will
Right.
say, honey, because I
Okay.
fuck the old nasty married dad in the middle.
You will?
I sure will. Let me
Look
tell you
at your
something.
face.
That vow he took was between him and that woman. I don't know.
If God really truly didn't mean for people to cheat all the time, he wouldn't have made us get turned on when we see other people, Miss Kandi.
That is not true. That's when you're supposed to use your will to stop yourself from just doing any damn thing. Just because, you see something that look good don't mean that it's good for you.
But if it fall in your lap, you should most certainly should open your legs. That's what I say.
Nah.
Well,
Everything you open your legs for might get you messed up.
Mary Jane. The one right here with security, bitch. Ah!
Exactly. Okay.
Well.
So what else tripped you out about last night?
That the reason why I got real silent is that I don't have a middle gauge. I'm either 0 or 60, and I can get real ignorant and bugged. And we know that.
Yeah, I'm glad
And
you
we know
started
that,
talking about,
right?
I don't like you.
Right, you're a whore. I'll go there in a minute. Huck.
The craziest thing, that's not the first time that has happened when
Oh.
somebody's popped up on somebody. Remember
Mimi,
when we
no,
had
it's
Mimi
Stevie
popped
J.
up on Stevie
Yeah, I
J?
mean, well, maybe we need to
And
start
then
doing closed sex.
Somebody else did it again recently.
Maybe we need to start, because I really
Oh
did
no! Erica said she was gonna pop up
With
on
Shay.
Shay, but she didn't have a babysitter. That was she told
But where was
us?
Mama D?
Mama D was
But
there
was
with
there with
Shay, and
Shay?
Erica said she was gonna come up.
But
there.
maybe we should start doing closed sex.
We got to, because I cannot afford for somebody to help my stuff.
Okay, and shooting through the windows, had them gang banging in Little Rock, honey. I hate for you to have bullet fragments in them cheap ass dresses you would just like,
I know you did. Don't get out extra because you got your Kim Kimber
yes,
wig.
God, honey, shout out to Kim Kimber, baby, old nasty. Lily Galicia, he said.
Real street corner.
Oh, girl, don't pull it, honey. Don't pull it. Miss Corporate County Rainbow. Not too much, honey.
Well, you know, I do get to interview Rashida when she gets back.
All right.
I was going to interview her before she left, but she has to, you know, try to get everything together for the reunion. But when she comes back, I will be interviewing her, and I can't wait to see what she
Can I be there? Because it's going to be hard for you to be objective and that's your best friend, so we do need a neutral third party.
That's true. I'll ask her how she feels about that.
Okay.
You know, so, okay. But anyway.
Well, girl.
Well, I guess we'll.
I ain't give me a little drink, because I'm still a little stressed out from last night. You want to go with me and Nessa down to the bar?
I guess I'll go and watch you drink.
Shy, you kill me. You gonna have a cocktail before we get out of here.
Well, alright. Until next time, I am your girl Kandi.
And this is Lily Galicia, LA, like Shaw's Sunset.
Always check in on KandiOnline.com as well as FunkyDineva.com.